So today we're going to a neighborhood that I'm pretty excited about. It's one of the fastest growing, most sought after neighborhoods here in San Antonio. And the house behind me is so much value that you're gonna be blown away. So let's go ahead and head on inside and take a look. So if you've been watching my videos, you've been seeing a lot of high-end homes that are gonna cost you a pretty penny, right? And it's okay if you have the money to do it, but if maybe your budget doesn't stretch that far, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised today when I show you the home that we're in right now. So this builder is called Coventry Homes, and this is kind of like a luxury model without the price tag. So the first thing that you notice is that these hallways are pretty wide, so you can bring in your Steinway piano or whatever you need to bring in here without having to worry about bumping into the walls. But the one thing about this home that I absolutely love is these ceilings. They're so high, so these ceilings are gonna just make this home feel so much bigger. And trust me, the home is already big. Like, it's over 3,000 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, which means everybody gets their own bathroom, their own private bathroom. So we'll go ahead and start off. This is the actual foyer going into the home. But typically one side is gonna have an office and the other side is gonna have 2 bedrooms. This doesn't have that. So there's a bedroom with a bathroom right outside of it here on this side, and on this side there's a full ensuite. So let's go ahead and take a look at this bedroom right here. Sorry, I get so excited, right? So this is the first bedroom, and as I mentioned, like, take a look at the ceilings. Like, they're so high. You get a lot of light coming in through these big windows. So a lot of rooms just have one window. This one's got 2 windows side by side. So it makes it, it allows all that sunlight to come in and just spill into the room. I mean, the light is on, but it's not really doing as much justice as it would if there was smaller windows. We would need the light. And then of course you have your closet, which is a decent sized closet. Just remember that this is going to be probably for a young child or maybe a teenager. They have plenty of room. But if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I absolutely love closets. And I would also put a second, because that's a waste of space. I mean, there's about maybe 4.5 feet above this shelf that's just a waste of space. So I would either build in some boxes where you could put shoes and purses, or maybe even lower this just a hair and then put a second rack up there so you can double up the space that you got. But there's a lot of possibilities when you're buying these new homes. And here's a pro tip. Don't pay the builder to do that, because that is such an easy DIY project that you want to do it yourself. If you pay the builder, trust me, they're going to charge you what it costs for them to do it. Then they're going to add a markup on there. So if you're money conscious and you're like me, you could build anything. Let me know. Not let me know. Build it yourself. But if you need help, and this is a serious offer here, if you buy a home with me and you need to build something like that, I know a guy, or I could be that guy. So we can take care of that stuff. No worries. Now you have a bathroom that's right across the hallway. It's not really technically an ensuite because it's not contained within the room, but you have a 4-piece, right? You have your vanity, you have your toilet, and then you have a shower tub combo. Take a look at this tile. So this tile goes all the way up to the ceiling. And that's what I love about these homes, or this home, Coventry Home, is that the ceilings are so high, it just makes this otherwise small bathroom feel a lot bigger. And it's not really small. I mean, you got everything you need in here. What more do you want? But let's go ahead and head on over to the ensuite, the bedroom that's across the hall. So you come on in here, you have a linen closet. I passed by the linen closet over there, but you have another full closet here for your guests so they could put their coats in there. I would, again, do the same thing to maximize the space, is maybe put another bar there. But I like that it has this little area here before you actually go into the bedroom. So it kind of separates it from the hallway. So there's a little bit more privacy there. But as you walk into this bedroom, Again, you have the nice big windows that let in all this sunlight, so you'll be able to actually look at your garden in the front, take a look at anybody coming in. But you have your bedroom here. And one thing that I didn't mention is this carpet here is pretty soft. I love walking on soft carpet because it just makes a difference. Even just going the extra mile and putting a more premium pad on the carpet is just gonna make your feet feel welcome, cozy, and good to go. So this is a full ensuite. So you have a shower right over here to my right. You have your vanity and your toilet, and then you have a closet. So this closet is an actual walk-in closet. So you can come in here. Again, don't pay the builder to do this. Do it yourself. Put a third row up there, or maybe some boxes where you can put shoes, hats, that kind of stuff. So this is a walk-in closet, so you got more space in here. And stick around, because in a little bit I'm going to show you an idea. If you're into multi-generational living, maybe you have a mother or maybe a mother-in-law that wants to live with you, I'm going to show you how you could do it with this very same model home and not have to do anything but put up a door. So let's go ahead and check out the main living area. Oh, I didn't show you the shower. So it's kind of tight here. So there's a shower here. It's a walk-in shower. You can come in here. What I like about this is you have this window here spilling in some light. Notice how this window, you can't really see through it. So you can still let the light in, but total privacy. All right, so let's go ahead and head on over to the main area, which is the living area, the area that everybody loves. So as you walk in, you're gonna notice it opens wide up. So you have these 14-foot ceilings. And this is what I'm telling you about. Like, look at how this just opens right up. This is just as good as any other home that we've shown you before. Take a look at this island. I mean, this kitchen, wow, right? So this island is super big. You can fit 4 people on this side. You have plenty of cabinet space down here. You have your dishwasher. You have this nice, real deep sink and this champagne colored fixtures. So you have plenty of space here. If you're in here and you like to cook and maybe you go overboard like I do. My wife always makes fun of me because whenever I make something to eat, she tells me like I'm feeding an army. I literally will make food for like about 10 people and it's just my wife, my son, and I. So she hates that because I don't like leftovers, but hey, when you have a nice kitchen, you get excited and you just go all out, right? So this community is a gas community. So you're gonna have gas stove, which I love cooking on. You've seen my videos, you know that I love to cook with gas. It's a little bit easier to regulate and keep things from burning, because trust me, if I'm cooking on electric, I'm probably gonna burn something. And I passed this up real quick, so let's back up real quick. You have your microwave, a built-in microwave and a built-in oven here, plenty of cabinet space. And then check this out, a nice little spot. You could put some pans down here, maybe your cookie sheets. My wife loves to make cookies during the holidays, and that's probably why I put on some pounds. I don't know if you noticed, hopefully you didn't, but cookie season was during Christmas, so we love to eat cookies, and my wife likes to make them. I think she does it on purpose, so I get a little bit chubby. But you got plenty of cabinets. You have 42-inch cabinets, but just check it out. Like, it just opens it up. Like, there's just so much space in here. You could literally, and I know this is not, you don't want to do this, but you can literally throw a football in here and not worry about hitting anything. That's how big these rooms are. So you have a little station over here, like you have your coffee station. You can put your Keurig here. You can start your coffee in the morning, plenty of counter space. So if you're entertaining someone, you can put, charcuterie boards, or you could put chafing dishes and all that kind of stuff. Plenty of cabinet space. So before we go to the living area and the other 2 bedrooms and the office, let's go ahead and come over here. This would traditionally be your garage. And we all know, if you've been watching my videos, that the garage is where the sales reps actually stage their office. So this would be a door right here. And then right to the right, as you come in from the garage, remember, you're coming in, you have your groceries, and all you got to do is make a quick right turn, and here's your pantry. So you have your dry goods you store in here. You got plenty of shelving to put it all in there. So if you're a big Costco shopper and you want to put, look, your penne pastas, you can put it in here. That's where it goes, nice and tucked away. You don't have to walk all over the house in order to deliver those things. And then right across the hallway, you have your laundry room. So there's none now, but there would be a washer on that side and a dryer here. You have a nice little rack to hang some of your clothes once it comes out of the dryer. One of the things that I really hate is when we put things in the dryer and then my wife sometimes forgets about it and it gets wrinkled up. All you gotta do is put it on a hanger, hang it up, and you're good to go. You have a drop zone, so your children walk in from school, they can hang up their backpacks, they could take off their shoes. I really need something like this because every morning I'm trying to put my shoes on, and if I'm doing it from my bed or if I'm doing it from the sofa, it's either too high or too low. This is just the perfect spot. And then you could throw your shoes in here, you could throw hats, you could throw whatever you need to store so it doesn't contaminate and clutter the rest of the house. So let's go over here and check this out. So we have the living area, which is right next to the kitchen. Oh, you know what? We didn't even talk about the dining room. Let's go look at the dining room. Look at these windows. Like, this is what makes this room a great room. You have these big, huge windows, and I don't want to stand in front of them too much because it's going to drown me out. But you have those big windows letting in all this sunlight. It reminds me of when I used to live in Europe. I used to live in Germany, and I love it because the Dutch in the Netherlands, they would have these big, awesome windows letting in all this light. So it would, like, really, as you're walking down a neighborhood, it would literally showcase their home. You could see inside. I know that's not the American way. We like to cover everything up and have everything private, but one quick hack for that is just put some lace curtains. I guarantee you in the daytime, you won't be able to see in, but you'll let all that sunlight come in. Now in the nighttime, all bets are off. You're going to be able to see in the house. But anyway, that's what you want. You want all that sunlight to come in here so it feels natural, it feels open, it feels fresh. I mean, that's just the way it is. So love the ceilings. They did these tray ceilings right here. If you wanted to, you could hire somebody to put some beams, some cedar beams up there. These accent walls, again, they don't offer them. This is to give you an idea of what could be done. If you want those done, it's an easy DIY project, or you can call me. I know a guy, we'll get it done. All right, so let's go look at the living area. So look at how spacious this living area is. Like, you could literally sit in here, and as I'm sitting here, you could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people. So you can have 9 people sitting here watching the Dallas Cowboys win the Super Bowl. You can watch maybe the Spurs win a championship. I don't know if either one of those will ever happen ever again. We're just talking about how the Dallas Cowboys have not won a Super Bowl, and I think it's like over 30 years. And well, we're from Texas, so we're diehard fans. So, but anyway, you have all this space here. You can entertain. If somebody's in the kitchen, you could still, be able to talk to them. It's not too far. You're still within earshot. You're still able to, to converse without having to raise your voice. As you notice, I mean, my tone is just regular, at a regular level, and I guarantee you the sales rep in their office, which is way over there, could probably hear me. That's how good the acoustics are in this home. So you can be able to talk to your guests, to your family, to your children, and they're going to be able to hear everything you say. Now let's walk into this office. So this office, like the dining room, has these nice large windows which let in a lot of light. I really think that light really helps make the home feel really fresh and snappy. If you're moving to San Antonio and you want a home that is like this, or you want to make sure that your family's in the right area, do me a favor, hit this QR code, give me a call, let's set up an appointment so I can help you find the perfect place for you and your family. Because you know what? You can find a home in any neighborhood, but to find a home that meshes with your family and the lifestyle that you guys live, that's a little bit trickier. And I've lived in San Antonio the majority of my life. I did serve 23 years in the military and lived in other places, but trust me, my thumb was always on the pulse of San Antonio. So give me a call, let's set up a meeting and get you in the right location. So again, what I like about this office right here is you have, these accent walls. So if you work from home, which by talking to my friend here, Sherry, that works here at the Coventry Homes, she was telling me that a lot of the people that come live in this neighborhood are people that are working in the IT industry, people that that work from home. So this is a perfect area to stage your your computer, your office. They do have fiber, so if internet speed, fast internet speed is important to you, that is available in this neighborhood. So a couple of the other demographics that live here, maybe you're retiring and you want a nice home, but you don't want it too big, or maybe you don't want the yard too big. You know, who wants to do yard work when you're retired? Well, sometimes you do, but if you don't, this is a perfect neighborhood for you, because the lots are large, but the homes are large as well. So you'd be able to, you know, not have as big a yard, so you can mow a little bit of yard, maybe do a little bit of work, and then just relax inside. Other people that live in this area, and this is typically San Antonio, all of San Antonio has, we are Military City, USA. I'm a veteran myself, so there's a lot of veterans that live here that, you know, call this place home after they retire, and also a lot of active duty. So there's a lot of active duty that live in this area. So if that's something you're looking for, want to live next door to a brother or sister in arms, I mean, this is a perfect neighborhood for you. So let me go show you that little gem that I told you about. If you are wanting to have some multi-generational living, where maybe your mother-in-law lives with you, or maybe your mother lives with you, and I always say mother and mother-in-law, but it could be your father, it could be your father-in-law as well. Whichever the case is, if you have somebody that's gonna live with you, maybe it's an older child, this next room is just for them. Check this out. You have a second living area right here, right? So this is where they could hang out. They have access to the patio that's via this door right here. But if you notice this walkway that we just walked through, this is what I would do. If I wanted to make this a mother-in-law suite, I would literally close this wall up right here, put a door so it's private, it's not in the view of this general area over here. But as they walk in and they close the door, now they're in their little apartment. You have the living area right here, you have the bedroom over here, and then the ensuite is right behind you. So let's take a look at the bedroom. So the bedroom here, this is a queen size bed, so there's plenty of space. You know, my mother wants to live with us, and we're just trying to find the perfect home, or we're gonna build the perfect home where she can have a space like this. This is a great space. Like the bedroom's nice and big. You got these windows that spill in all this light, just like the rest of the house, right? The closet is right over there. We're gonna take a look at the closet here right now. But that living area, I think that just makes this house, like, she can literally sit there, watch her novelas and, you know, watch her TV and her shows and do all the things she does. Or maybe even she has friends come over. She can have them there, entertain them in her own space where she's not bothered by us or by, you know, our children or anything that's going on in the main house. So I really love this setup, and there's a lot more builders that are going to that. And then the closet, again, it's a pretty standard closet like one of the other bedrooms. I would pull this one down just a bit and put a second row up there so you could store more clothes in here. But really, I mean, if this is for one person, and again, it's your mother-in-law, you know, father-in-law, or mother or father, this would be perfect for them. Like, they don't need that much clothes, right? I mean, none of us need that much clothes. If you're a guy, most guys wear the same thing over and over, right? And then let's take a look at the ensuite. So the ensuite, here's what I would change. I like the tile work. We always talk about contrasting colors. So you have the whites and the beiges here, or browns. But the one thing that I would change, if I had the opportunity, if this was for my mother, is I would make this a walk-in shower. Because, you know, when you get older in age, I mean, I'm having these issues, and I'm 50 years old. I don't want to trip over this thing and then, you know, break a hip or something. So I would convert this to a walk-in shower. That way they have plenty of space. There's no trip hazards. You have your toilet, you have your vanity. Perfect, right? It's a perfect little setup, so they can live in here in peace and quiet and, you know, in tranquility in their own space. So check this out. I mean, this is great. And then look, oh man, this is a nice sofa. Look at these big windows. They just let in all this light again, just filling the space up with freshness and all that good stuff. Now, as I'm looking at this here, the second thing you could do with this room is you could just have it as a dedicated media room. It's already pre-wired, so you have your surround sound up there. Maybe you don't have an in-law. Maybe you don't want to make it mother-in-law quarters. Well, at least you have this nice space that you can watch movies, you can watch TV, and you don't have to do it from the main living area. Now, the only obstacle is this light, right? I love the light, but if you're watching a movie, you obviously don't want any glare from it. So having some nice drapes that'll cover these windows to black it out, I think that's gonna work just fine. So let's go ahead and move on over to the primary bedroom and take a look at what that looks like. So if you noticed, every bedroom is in a different corner of the house, and that's great for privacy, right? So if your mother-in-law lives over there, or your father-in-law lives over there, father, mother, or an older child, or maybe that's just the playroom for guests when they come over, and then the other children are in the other corners of the house, there's total privacy. So you don't have to worry about, you know, any noise or anything like that. So let's walk in here and check out how grand this bedroom is. This is a nice primary suite, right? You have your bedroom, which is right here. That's a king size bed. That is a humongous room. Look, I have at least another 10 feet over here, you know, maybe 5 feet on this side, 5 feet on that side. So there's plenty of space. And again, large windows, lots of light, love it. You have these nice little chairs you can sit down and read, maybe drink a cup of coffee before you actually walk out to the hustle and bustle of the family business. And yeah, let's take a look at this ensuite. So ensuite, right off the bat, you have two vanities, and then they both are on the side of this soaker tub. You have this big window, it's letting in all this light. So if you want to sit there, have a glass of wine, relax, you can absolutely do that. But for the ladies, look, you have your own little makeup station over here where you can sit down, you can do whatever you need to do to get ready for the day. And then of course you have your walk-in shower right to the left of that. And every time I keep talking about these closets and the actual racks, this builder did it right in the primary bedroom. So let's go show you the closet. So look at this. I mean, they captured everything I always talk about. You have two racks, right? So you have plenty of opportunity to hang, maybe you hang dresses here because it's a little bit higher, but you have this shelving over here. You could put your purses, you could put your shoes, you could put hats, but turn around and take a look up there. That's where you're gonna put your winter clothes. So those racks up there, way up there, is where you put your jackets and, you know, anything that's big and bulky that you don't use year round, because it's not going to be in the way. So one of the questions is asked, well, how do I get them? How do I get to them? That's easy. You have a little pole with a hook and you just pull it down. I don't know if you've ever seen department stores, but they do the exact same thing. So that's a genius idea. I wish I would have thought of it myself. But honestly, I would have done it all the way around the entire perimeter of the closet just to maximize the space. And then another thing that's right behind you, you can take a look, is your media centers right there. So you have all your Wi-Fi, you have your routers, you have all your communication system there, maybe your camera system for security and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and look. There's a second closet, toilet's right there, no big deal, it's just a regular toilet. But this is his closet. And how do I know it's his closet? Because it's smaller, right? But they incorporated that same thing up there. You have the rails up top, and you can put your coats, jackets, and all that stuff. But even on this side right here, you have this shelf. So you could put, maybe you have boots, maybe you have, you know, cowboy hats and that kind of stuff, because, you know, you got to store it somewhere. That'd be a great place to put it. You know, just take a look at the floor. I love the way everything is nice and neutral. It looks clean, it looks fresh. Your shower here has this little ledge that you could sit on. I do this all the time. I always sit down because I get tired of shooting these videos. So I take a little break in the shower. You know, obviously I don't want to turn that on because I don't want to get wet, but I love the tile work. I love the way they incorporated little circles there. And then you have these big, long rectangular subway tile looking. So it just adds a lot of visual interest to the bathroom, to the whole house. And you can tell that somebody was paying attention. And the one thing I didn't mention, but you probably saw, is check out that chandelier right there. Isn't that a nice piece? Sometimes these lights look like works of art. So let's go show you the backyard so you can see what kind of backyard you'd get if you bought one of these Coventry homes. So we've been showing you some homes that you can open these doors and you can open them up all the way. Well, these are still open, so it still invites the outdoors in and the indoors out. But you have this covered patio. You have, ooh, the sun's hot right now. You have this nice tall ceiling. What I would do is I would put a ceiling fan up there so it can circulate the air out here. But right there to your left, you have a TV. So you can hang up a TV where you can watch the football game. You can, hang out here with your buddies or your family, watch sports, have a good time, enjoy this summer heat. Right now it's not summer, it's winter, but it's nice and cool right now. But in the summer, it's gonna get hot, so you can do that. And then your yard is not that big. But again, if you're retired or you don't need a big yard, this is perfect. I mean, I love the way they landscaped it. They did zero landscaping right here, and then you have some grass, but not too much grass. So you're not gonna spend your entire Sunday out here, mowing the yard. So it's a pretty good setup. So now let's talk about numbers. Numbers are important, right? What are you gonna pay for something like this? Well, let's go find out. Somebody knew I was coming, so they pre-staged my coffee and my glasses. So yeah, let's take a look at these numbers here. So if you're buying a home like this, well, let me ask you, you've been watching me tour this home already. What do you think this home is worth? Like, what do you think this home costs? So put it in the comments down below. Let's see if you're right. Pause the TV, do that, and then come back. I don't want you to cheat because I want you to see what a value this is. Okay, you're back. All right, so check this out. So this home right here is over 3,000 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath. It's got a 2-car garage, and it's only going for $595,000. So that is a couple of weeks ago, that was $20,000 more. So $615,000, but now you're getting it at a steal. $20,000 less, $595,000. And I don't want to say this too loud because the sales rep is over there, but if you call me, I guarantee you I can negotiate a better deal. So give me a call, hit this QR code right here so we can get together, strategize, and then we'll come visit them and get you a better deal. But you can't do it if you don't call me, all right? So give me a call. All right, so this is it's a great price. Again, a lot of home for what you're getting. It's grand, it's nice and airy. The schools, oh, by the way, you're probably wondering where the schools are and how close they are and what their ratings are. So the schools are within the community. So Stillwater Ranch is an older community that they're just adding on to it. So you're getting the best of both worlds, an established amenity center with a pool, there's trails, there's a pond with ducks and all kinds of stuff out here. You get all that established stuff in a new home, right? The schools are within the community. So the middle school and the elementary school are both here in the community, and the high school is just a little bit ways off. They're all rated B+ by niche.com, which, trust me, to some people that sounds bad, but in San Antonio, A's and B's are the way to go. Like, you're gonna send your kids to these schools, they're gonna get a great education, it's in a great atmosphere. It's a very diverse community. So you have everything from medical personnel living here, you have some military, both active and retired, some IT people, and then as far as ethnicities, there's just all kinds of ethnicities here. So you're gonna love this. This is really a melting pot of San Antonio. The community is great because everything that you need is within maybe a 2-mile radius. Like, you don't even have to go that far. HEB's down the street. You have restaurants, you have bars, you have, shopping centers, you have all of that stuff contained within this little community. Now, if you want to see one of the best communities in San Antonio, take a look at this video right here.